Is it hard to drive a boat? Best guide. When driving a boat, you have to pay attention to every detail. Always scan the horizon and take note of other boats close enough to pose a danger. You also need to check over your shoulder before making a sharp turn or a quick stop. Remember to have a sober skipper aboard. This way, you'll be less likely to be involved in an accident. If you're new to boating, don't be embarrassed. How to drive a boat for beginners. Before getting on a boat, it's important to understand the basic rules of driving. Boats don't steer as cars do, so they swing out as the wheel turns. It's important to keep an eye on the stern of the boat, as it can move in either direction, so steering your boat accordingly is crucial. Remember that you shouldn't turn the wheel from forward to reverse immediately. This can cause damage to the vehicle's mechanical systems. In the first module, you'll learn how to navigate a tricky quiz question. This lesson also teaches you how to untie the lines from your deck. If you're in a covered boat slip, you'll need to back your boat out. This way, you can practice driving and navigating the boat. Once you have mastered this basic skill, you'll be able to drive a boat in the open. Once you've learned to drive a boat, you want to master the reverse gear. Reverse engines are more powerful than you might expect. In marinas, you can adjust the throttle to the minimum and stop at a pause. In an emergency, reverse gear is helpful. When the wind blows ashore, you should drive on the right side of the waterway. A good tip to keep in mind is to steer in the direction of the wind and the current. While boating, you should observe the rules of navigation and always remain within the safe zone. It is very important not to speed or cut corners when approaching other boats. In addition, you should be sober and aware when operating your vessel. When approaching large waves, steer slowly. And finally, when docking, it is important to keep an eye out for people and objects in the water. Take heed of the rules of boating and apply common sense to avoid getting in trouble. What is the easiest type of boat to drive? So you've decided to buy a boat, but what type is easiest to drive? Houseboats, bowriders, and trawlers are the most common types. But how do you know which one is easiest to drive? You'll be glad you did after reading this guide. Hopefully, you'll be able to choose the type of boat that's right for you. Cabin cruisers. Cabin cruisers are a versatile boat type. Whether you're looking for a small family boat or an intimate space to entertain your guests, cabin cruisers have everything you need for a comfortable day out on the water. The interior of a cabin cruiser is furnished with a large bed and 2 smaller cots. This design also makes them perfect for couples and single parents. Houseboats. Although houseboats are the simplest type of boat to drive, they are also the most expensive. Their fuel efficiency is poor, so they are not the cheapest way to travel. Houseboats typically get around 2 to 3 miles per gallon. This is because they have a lot of weight and can't accelerate or stop quickly. Additionally, houseboats can't go fast because they have rooms and furniture on board. Bowriders. The term bowrider describes the general styling of the boat, which is characterized by an open front and more open layout. Bowrider models come in all shapes and sizes, with virtually unlimited configuration possibilities. Whether you're looking for a weekend getaway boat or a trade-in, a bowrider will make for a convenient and safe ride. Here are the most important things to consider before choosing the boat of your dreams. Base boats. Despite their hefty price tags, base boats are surprisingly easy to drive, making them a great choice for first-time boaters. This is partly because base boats are lightweight, making them easier to launch and retrieve. While a few of the lighter models may offer better performance in rough water, they can also be difficult to drive on your own. To help you avoid these problems, consider purchasing a used base boat instead of a brand new one.